Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. If not, welcome back. Today I thought it'd be really cool to kind of show you guys my evening / sleep routine as a girl who's had insomnia for about 10 years. So I have just finished my work and I'm kind of going to be taking you through basically from now on. So as of right now, it is 6:15 and I've just gotten off my call with one of my clients and I'm about to make dinner, and I'm going to kind of keep you updated throughout and just trying to chat to you about why I kind of do these steps. It's not necessarily like I don't really start my sleep routine per se until 7:30, but I'm going to show you kind of what I do beforehand as well. So yeah. Also, if you enjoy this video, it would mean the world to me if you could give it a like, and if you want to see more from me, then subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below. Tell me something that you have enjoyed about this video or something that you are going to take away and apply in your own life. All right, so today for dinner, I'm planning to have some quinoa and tofu, as in like tofu scramble. I'm actually pescatarian, I'm not vegan, but I used to be vegan. So I used to make tofu scramble all the time. And I actually really just need something really bland because I had a vanilla slice at lunch and it was meant to be a celebration because I just finished the VIP cohort with Greater College and it was such a wild ride. I just want to sort of like congratulate myself, but it raised my sugar so much and I literally have a headache still from doing that. And so I really just need to eat something that is super bland and just not gonna make me feel even worse. So yeah. And also, if you were in my team for Greater College, like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. That last call, I genuinely, like, I was still crying for the rest of the day about that. Like, if you weren't there, they all had like little signs that said thank you, Aria, and I literally just started bawling. Like, they were so sweet. And so my emotions have just been up and down all day today. So yeah, I'm gonna sleep well, I hope. Fingers crossed. Also, this is like the first time that my hair actually hairs, because often it gets really frizzy at the front, but now it's actually nice, so. Okay, so now I have my dinner. I accidentally burnt some of it if you saw in the video. Usually I would have dinner with my family, but everyone is out tonight, so it's just me. And I have some messages to respond to, so pretend this is my phone. I'm gonna pretend I'm responding to messages. Okay, I finished my dinner now, and now I'm going to go for a walk because I need to move my legs. I've been sitting down all day, and generally I go for a walk at lunch, but today was just so jam-packed with so much work. So I'm particularly tired and my legs need to move. So putting on a head torch, it looks so goofy. And I'm just gonna go for a quick walk around the block. I look like a, what do you call them? Like the cave people, not cave people, you know, like the people that like go underwater in caves and they have this on. Oh my God, that's so bright. Okay, it is now about 7:30. Oh my gosh, there's a mark on my head from the head torch. This is where I would say like the actual sleep routine begins. And this is definitely my favorite part of it. So I originally tried this hot chocolate. By the way, this isn't sponsored or anything. This is just like, in my opinion. Oh. Anyways, as I was saying, I love hot chocolate and I have insomnia. So I was actually looking to see if there was like a sleep tea or like sleep hot chocolate, and there was, and it was so good. So basically every night for the past, say, week now, I've been drinking this. Again, this is not sponsored, like I genuinely just love this product. This is Ovaltine Sleep. I don't know if they have it in your country, but they have it in Australia. So if you're from Australia, we have Ovaltine. For a bit of backstory, I have pretty much had insomnia since I was 10 years old. And the main like bit of it is that it takes me a really long time to fall asleep. And like my brain will just be so full of ideas that I just cannot shut it up. And then even when I do, my body is just uncomfortable. Like I have to roll over 50 billion times and then eventually I just conk out. The second kind of insomnia, which I've been having more regularly, more recently, is that I'll wake up at like 2 a.m. and then just can't fall asleep. So if you combine the two, it's just not a very productive way to go about your night. And also I am a huge fan of sleeping. I think it's really important. I think it's really good for your health. And so I really want to just like get across to you that if you ever feel like you need to sacrifice your sleep for work or for anything at all, it is not worth it. I used to do that back in the olden days when I would literally study for 15 hours a day and I would go to bed at like 11 p.m. and then wake up at 5 a.m. Then plus insomnia, so I'd get like 3 hours of sleep. Would not recommend. I was super not in a good place mentally and physically, and it was just not worth it. So I really look after my sleep routine, and hence why I'm so strict on this schedule, because I know that if I don't get enough sleep, I feel terrible and I'm cranky and it's just not a good vibe. So I really do want to just emphasize that I am condoning having good sleep, getting your 8 hours more if possible, and all of that. So I put 3 big scoops like that into here. I don't think you can see it. And then I'm gonna put the kettle on. And also my brother also loves hot chocolate, so this is what it says on the top of the lid. So now as the kettle is boiling, I sort of have this like race with myself to take all of my like sleep supplements and stuff while it's boiling. So let me just run through. So first of all, I have glucosamine, and this is because I get sore joints because I'm also on Accutane at the moment, and that can make you have sore joints. So I take one of these, and also I think it's good for like your muscles. I have no idea, don't quote me on that. And then the sleep hot chocolate does have magnesium, but I do take an extra one just because like generally my muscles are really sore, especially because I work out a lot, and like with dance and going on walks and going to the gym every morning, like my muscles are pretty sore, and if I'm trying to fall asleep and my muscles are sore, it just is really difficult. So yeah, I take those 2 first of all. Okay, I feel like this lighting is really bad, but then I take melatonin, obviously. This one's just 2 milligrams, and I think in Australia it has to be a prescription, but in other countries I think you can just get like random ones off Amazon. I don't know if I endorse that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyways, I didn't really want to be like dependent on medication, but I have had so many sleep problems. I'm like, I would rather be on melatonin for the rest of my life than get really bad sleep for the rest of my life. So it is what it is. Now I also have recently been trying ashwagandha. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I think it's been giving me headaches. I'm not completely sure, but I paid for them, so I'm just gonna having them in like a quarter the dose that you're meant to. They smell kind of weird, like can you smell that? They kind of taste like berries, but not good. And it says blackcurrant flavored pastilles. I don't actually know what a blackcurrant tastes like, but I guess it tastes like that. Okay, that lighting is maybe better, maybe worse, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, I feel like I kind of have to take them about an hour and a half before I go to sleep. Like I usually go to sleep at 9 and then I wake up at 5. Well, at least I try to. That doesn't actually happen, but I try. Because I think the melatonin and all that, it takes a little while to kick in. And so if I have it too close to when I'm actually going to sleep, it just doesn't really do anything. And yeah, it just doesn't work. Okay, so now the kettle is boiled. So first of all, I add just like hot chocolate making tip. I was a barista for about 2 years. So first of all, you want to put in just enough water for the hot chocolate to like, just for it to cover the hot chocolate, or you can do it with milk. My boyfriend like only makes hot chocolate with milk, no water, so feel free to do that as well. But you mix it in so that it's all mixed in, dissolved. And then you add either more hot water, or you can add milk if you just want to be like that, and you add it, if you're doing hot water like my method, you do it all the way up until there's about like 1.5 centimeters from the top, so like that. And then you add milk. Well, I have oat milk because I just don't really like the taste of milk, and also I'm like kind of still remnants of vegan, but anyways, then I add that up to like the rest of the top here, just so it's kind of like a light brown color. That's gonna be quite hot. And then what I do next is then I sit down, and I think this is my favorite part of the evening, but I sit down with a hot chocolate and I basically just go through my really quick like 5-minute tasks that I haven't got done in the day, and I just really calmly, peacefully get those done. I feel like it just sets me up well because then I can go to bed knowing like, hey, the important stuff's done, there's nothing that I need to think about, all of it has been dealt with, and so I'm not just like re-going over things in my head all the time. So let's go do that now. So for tonight, thankfully I don't have too many things to do, but one of them is I have to put some videos on my USB because my phone storage is abysmal. I am saving up for a new phone though, so if you look at this camera quality, it's not going to be like this for very much longer. I will upgrade. I also have to do a post in Elevate with the last week's podcast and with the August challenge that we have running at the moment, which by the way, if you're watching this, we have the September challenge pre-sale. Check out the link in the bio. That's a dopamine detox, so if you want to unlock your focus and achieve your goals, check that out because it's going to be really good. I also just have to update my workouts and my training for the next week or so. So yeah. And then when you're in the challenges in Elevate, obviously I'm not going to show because it's like people's names there, but we have a thread where basically all the girls in there will comment every single day what they've done, and it's just so wholesome because like we all get to support each other, and it's really nice. It's just such a good community and I love it so much. Okay, it's now 8 o'clock and I have finished all of my random little tasks. So now what I usually do is call my boyfriend while I do like my skincare and kind of wind down for bed. So I'm gonna go do that now. I got this light. It's from a company called Pixby and it is amazing. It's sort of like the Hatch alarm clock, but I couldn't really find one that delivered in Australia. So that one's really good and definitely would recommend. Right, I am going to FaceTime my boyfriend while I do my skincare. So sorry, but you aren't the priority right now, and I'll get back to you after. Now, probably my second favorite part of my evening routine is this bit, which is yoga. So it is now 8:20 and most evenings, I won't say all evenings because sometimes like I don't have time, so I just have to go to bed, but generally I do really try to do about 20 minutes of yoga, and I just do it like at home in my room, wearing pretty much exactly what I'm wearing. And I've been really loving this platform called Ballet with Isabella. I just find like it's so good for not just ballet conditioning but yoga and all of that stuff, so it's been so helpful. And yeah, I just love it. Like it's such a good all-round platform for like everything, the dance, conditioning, yoga and all of that. So today the one that I'm doing is yoga for shoulder release, which I think is really timely because I've been sitting so much today and my shoulders are really tight and need to release those shoulders. So yeah, let's do it. Oh my gosh, I feel so much calmer and at peace, and like my whole body is just so ready for bed. So it is now about 8:40 and the last thing that I like to do before I go to bed, well, first of all I have to do my Duolingo first, but then I will always lay in bed and read for about 10-20 minutes depending on how sleepy I am and how much time I have left. So at the moment I'm reading The Human Mind by Paul Bloom. I'm about 2/3 of the way through, so still a little bit of the way to go, but it is such a good book. Like it's really good practical psychology, or actually no, I don't know if I call it practical, but it's more interesting. It's more just like really cool to learn about how the human mind works. And even though it's like really cool for my brain to learn, it actually just kind of makes me tired, hence why it's taken me a really long time to read that much. So yeah, I do that and then I go to sleep. And then tomorrow morning I have run club, so I get to sleep in until 6 a.m. Because usually I wake up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, but then Friday mornings I have run club, but it's a bit later in the morning, so I can sleep in, so to speak. And all going to plan, I should get 8 hours, but insomnia may have a say in that, so I'm going to put a like screenshot of my sleep as according to my watch, which by the way, this one's from Withings, and so many people have asked like where this watch is from. It's from Withings. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna put a screenshot of my sleep after this, but I feel tired now and I feel like I'm gonna get a good sleep. Oh, one more thing I actually forgot to do, but it's winter at the moment in Australia, and so usually I put my mattress heater on to like 1, what do you call it, mattress heater, bed warmer, mattress, blanket, heater, no, electric blanket, that's the one, I always forget what it's called. I'll turn that on to 1 just because otherwise if I'm too cold I can't get to sleep. So yeah, and then also pro hack, if you wake up in the middle of the night really starving like I did the other night, pumpkin seeds and raisins, as long as you're not allergic to those, these apparently, I'm not completely sure the science of this, but I think pumpkin seeds have like tryptophan, which helps your body release serotonin and magnesium. I could be wrong, or I think it contains magnesium. And so if you eat that, it helps you get to sleep. But then also the raisins have fiber, which help keep you full and help the pumpkin seeds to like release their stuff and whatever they need to do. So if you wake up hungry, eat these, because also they're not very loud. Like I always don't want to eat crackers and then like the whole house can hear it. So yeah, anyways, that is my evening routine. I hope you've enjoyed. I will probably do a debrief on like the day that I'm editing this. So for now, good night from me. Bye.